My name is Pastor Cody White, and I am so excited to start part 2, the second week of our series, In My Feelings, or In Our Feelings. I don't even remember the exact title that I gave it, but whatever it was phenomenal. Listen, we are on week 2, and we're in this series talking about emotions. We're in this series talking about getting in our feels, getting in our feelings. And today, right now, I happen to be in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and I am thankful for technology that I can still get this message out to our house parties tonight. Listen, if you're in a guy's house party, a girl's house party, you're watching on Right Now Media later, or you're watching on YouTube, I want to thank you for coming. I want to thank you for listening. You might be able to hear my dog bark in the background. I brought my dog, Bon Jovi. That's his name. He's an awesome dog. I love him. Brought him all the way from Texas to Oklahoma, and he is chilling with me in the Airbnb. But we took a few minutes out. We've been helping at this church conference, but I said, listen, I've got to get this video out. I have to do this because we have youth and we have to talk about some stuff. And tonight we are talking about our emotions. We're going to continue talking about it. Last week was phenomenal. We kind of kicked it off. It was our opener. But this week, I want to talk a little bit about something that I think probably all of us have experienced at some point in our life. And when it comes to emotions, listen, it's not wrong to have emotions. It's not bad to have emotions. It's just, where do those emotions take you? Where do those emotions lead you? We talked about it last week, but are you managing your emotions, or are your emotions managing you? Are you leading your emotions, or are your emotions leading you? And if your emotions are leading you, I can promise you eventually they'll take you to places that you don't want to go. They will get you in trouble. They will get you fired. They will get you in the principal's office. They will get you kicked off of football and sports teams. They will get you broken up with by girlfriends or boyfriends. Listen, if you're led by your emotions only, it will not do you well in life. So we have to learn how to manage our emotions, and we're talking about what the Bible has to say about emotions, what God has to think about, what God thinks about emotions, all that sort of stuff. And tonight, though, I want to talk a little bit about something I think that we can all relate to on one way, one form or another. And I want to talk a little bit about loneliness.
I'm so lonely.
I want to talk about loneliness, feeling alone, the feeling of feeling alone. I don't know if this is just me or if you've ever experienced this, but sometimes there's some seasons in my life that I feel like I can walk into a crowded room and I can feel like I'm the only person there. Like I am in a crowded room, but I feel like I'm the only person there. I feel like I'm all alone. Maybe you can relate to this, that you walk into a classroom, but you feel like you're the only one there. There's this kind of feeling, especially when we're going through middle school, when we're going through high school, that we feel lonely. We feel alone. We feel like our parents don't understand us. We feel like maybe some of our micro-leaders don't understand us. We feel like our church friends don't understand our non-church friends, and our non-church friends don't understand our church friends. But we don't understand, we feel like our family doesn't understand. We feel like everybody is out to get us. Everybody is, if they're not out to get us, that they don't understand what I'm going through. And I want to talk a little bit about loneliness, because I believe that there are significant lies that go with loneliness. I call them the lies of loneliness. Yeah, imagine that, right? The lies of loneliness. The lies of loneliness. There are some lies that go with loneliness. And some of the lies that go with loneliness are things like, I'm all alone. Things like, here's another good lie. I'm the only one going through this. That's a good lie of the lonely. When you're lonely, you believe that lie. You believe the lie that you're the only one going through what you're going through. Maybe something like this. Nobody understands my life. That's another lie that you're believing. Nobody can understand the pain that I'm going through. or nobody will ever be able to relate to me or relate to my situation. So it's a lie of the lonely, or something like this. I'm the only one that has to blank. I'm the only one in the world that has to. I'm the only one going through this. That's a lie of the lonely. I'm the only person going through this. I'm the only person that ever will go through this. People can't relate to my pain. People can't understand what I'm going through. People can't be there for me. Nobody wants to be there for me. That's another great lie of the lonely. Nobody wants to. So even if they could, they don't want to. Nobody cares about me. Nobody will ever get my life. Nobody will ever understand the pain that I'm going. Those types of things are the lies of the lonely. When you're lonely, you believe these lies. You buy into these lies. And let me tell you, if you're feeling any type of those things that I just said right now, that is a lie. It's a lie that you're believing, and you need to wake up to the truth that just because you have a unique situation doesn't mean that you are unique to being cared for. What does that mean? That means something like this, that just because you're the only you doesn't mean that somebody else can't help you. I'm going to say it again. Just because you are the only you doesn't mean that somebody else can't help you or can't care for you. You need to allow people to come into your life to help you, to be there for you, to talk to you. And when they do, don't say things like, you don't get it, you don't understand, you didn't have to. You will never, and listen, they might not have had to go through the things that you went through, but you don't have to go through the things that they went through. And they have gone through things that you'll never have to go through. And there might be some similarities in the things that we go through, and we can relate to those, but we can all relate to the fact that we've had to go through some stuff. And if somebody else has made it out on the other side, and they felt like I felt at one point in time, I can rest assured that I can make it out too. Now, this isn't to discredit those feelings. Those feelings are real feelings. But we have to realize that just because I feel it doesn't make it the truth. And so we're about to dive into breaking some of these down, talking about some of these lies of the lonely that I think that a lot of us can relate to, and maybe talk about how we can open up better, how we can listen to people, and not only that, but how we can feel those feelings, but we can recognize that they're lies and not stay in that place. Because I think what happens is we get stuck because what we say is nobody understands my life, nobody gets me, I'm all alone, nobody's ever gone through what I've been through before, I'm the only one that struggles with this, I'm the only one in this situation, and we get ourselves stuck. And it's not wrong to feel those feelings, but you need to take control of the lie. Bon Jovi's barking, he's shouting me down in the backyard in this Airbnb. Okay, see, I'm sorry for my loud dog. But we need to take control of those lies, and we need to realize that, hey, there's a truth that God is for me, and if he's for me, who can be against me? But more than that, other people have gone through hard things, and I can open up to them, and I don't have to be a victim to the lies of the lonely if I'll allow them to help me. I can't just shut them down because I think myself and my situation so special. Does that make sense what I'm saying? If you don't understand what I'm saying, we can get into it. Come on, let's talk about it. I want everybody to talk. I want everybody to share. Listen, I love you guys, and there's nothing you can do about it. Let's have a great discussion talking about the lies of the lonely.